Welcome to Peter's Living Room, or as we call it on Thursday, South Florida Live. Glad you all could be with us. As always, I appreciate the fact that whether you're listening on WEInetwork.com, the audio stream, or if you're watching us on Facebook as I interview my guests, I'll wave to you and say hi. I'll have my guests wave to you. We're going to start the day off very interesting, young man.
Young man, yes, young man, younger and younger.
Yeah. I like it when somebody calls me a young man. I laugh just like you're laughing. Anyway, Ruav.
Duaiv, yes.
Good morning. Duaiv. I'm sorry. I apologize. What a great story you have. There are some people that grow up wherever, and they kind of like just go through life. They're there, but they just go through life. You at an early age, you love painting. And I love the story of your first piece of artwork was on the wall in your parents' house as a little kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 3 years old and I started to paint on the white walls in the house. And I started to fight with my father. and immediately I asked him to become an artist, but he never accepted that.
Really? Did back in those days, what's acceptable nowadays is, if you're a parent, you can't give a spanking on the tush, anything. Did they ever like spank you for writing on the wall or give you a timeout, as they say, or they just yell at you?
Oh yeah, just he yelled at me, and that's what enough. I understand what you want.
All right, so you knew, you went to them, told them you wanted to be a painter, and he didn't kind of like that, did he?
He wanted to. I became a lawyer, a banker, or a real job. That was not a job,
right?
So. Later on, I start to play the cello because I met Pablo Casals in Prades, south of France. And I say, okay, can I become a cellist? He say, yeah, a cellist, you can
His
have
walls
a job.
Were safe. His
yeah,
walls were safe.
Yeah.
Okay,
since a long time. After that, I paint, but no on the wall, on paper, on canvas.
All right.
So I turn my life differently, and after that I went to Paris to study music at cello at Conservatoire of Paris, and also at the Beaux-Arts I took lesson for the art, of course.
Right. Did you, when you played, so being a cellist was, I guess, your main job, your main source of income, your career?
Yes, I just started.
Right.
I was nominated first cellist, principal cellist of the UNESCO orchestra. So it was a good job. And we travel a lot. We do a concert. And I met my wife who danced at the Opera of Paris. And we fell in love. And I told her, okay, I want a lot of women, or I want only one, 24/7. So she has to stop to dance.
Okay. That's a really nice story. The two of you were in agreement. You were on the same page, as they say.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And you both said, okay, we're going to create a life together. We both want to travel, so we're going to make our profession something that fits in with the traveling that we want to do.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
So, but at that time we stopped, but we don't know exactly what happens in the future. So one day we have a trip in motorcycle around Spain, and we were lucky to stop in near Cadaqués in Portellat, where Dali live, and we met him. So it was very important in our life. And he said, if you trust yourself, if you know what you want, and you work hard, you can succeed.
So that's it. Know what you want. You got to work for it. You got to work. So I know I have a lot of listeners. I have a lot of friends who ride.
Yeah.
What kind of bike were you riding, the two of you?
At that time, it was a 1300 Yamaha.
Okay.
Yeah. Since that time, we have always get some
and you let the helmet, no helmet.
No. In Europe, it's you
mandatory.
Have to.
Mandatory.
Yeah. I remember Dali when he opened the door, he was surprised because he saw two young with helmet and black leather. So he was surprised, and I was surprised too to see him opening the door.
Yeah, very funny. When did your painting, the artwork, come back into play as big as it is now?
It was so. After that, I started to paint in the street.
Yeah,
and little by little, my recognition was better and better because we get a gallery in Cannes. We did 2 buses for the film festival and a lot of events.
Cannes Film
Festival.
The granddaddy, the big one.
The big one.
Yeah.
And then we get galleries in Europe, in France first, in Europe. And after we moved in States 15 years ago.
Yeah. So I know I asked you this before we went on air, but I'm sure listeners will get a kick out of it, at least a chuckle. You started painting on the streets in France.
Yes.
So I asked you, were you ever the subject of a painter who was painting the painter and the easel sitting on the river, painting like the Eiffel Tower or one of the vineyards or something in France?
No, I was outside on the streets, so to sell the art.
Yeah.
But from there, if I look the Mediterranean, I can paint the Eiffel Tower too. It doesn't matter because all is in my mind.
Yeah. So I'm sure there are a lot of tourists that have pictures of you in their photo album.
Yeah.
Right? So about, what'd you say, 15 years ago you came to the States?
Yeah, exactly 15 years ago. And
happy anniversary.
Thank you. And we became citizens since 7 years. Happy to be in States.
Congratulations.
To open the door to a crazy French.
All right. But you still travel.
Well, yeah.
You do, what'd you say, you do like 18 events a year?
Yes, about 18 events.
All over the world.
So half in the States on land event and half on the cruise. So we came back from Amsterdam and we are going to Asia in March where we have a big event after China New Year Eve. And it will be a big success.
All right. Now, I know you have an event, one of the events I want to talk to, February 19th.
Yes.
And it's Music for Art. You're going to be with that is for the Symphony of America, right?
Yes.
And this is your artwork on the cover?
Yes, of course.
Just so people can see. Let them see something. So, but what you're doing is unique. Are you going to play the cello with them?
Yeah. We start. I start to play the cello with the orchestra.
Yeah.
And after that, I stay on stage and I have one easel. And during the concert, I will paint 4 paintings in live, and this painting will be auctioned will it donated
be like a painting of the orchestra?
No, anything. I don't know what the music will, how it
inspired by the music.
So could be, I don't have idea. It could be a surprise for me and for everybody.
All right.
That's what I love.
All right. That's
a good experience.
Definitely.
And we share the art.
Well, they do. I mean, music hits your emotions. It embeds a vision in your head.
Yeah, some people say, what are you doing tomorrow or in 1 hour? I don't know.
Right.
Now is now and tomorrow is tomorrow. So
words of wisdom. Now is now and tomorrow is tomorrow.
Good mood, bad mood tomorrow.
Yeah. We said you do like events a year. You're doing the thing in China after Chinese New Year, February 19th again. And where is that taking place?
At the Broward Symphony. Broward Art Center.
Okay, so people can they can Google Symphony of America, so they can Google the Broward Symphony and find out about what's going on and how they can get tickets, or if they wanted to see that.
If you are going to on a cruise, traveling, you can go to all the Parkway galleries on the cruise, and you will see my art because I am working on
any certain cruise line or
Princess Cruise, Celebrity, Norwegian
Okay,
Cruise
so
Line,
yeah, not just one, a bunch of them.
and all, yeah, about 100 ships. So,
Yeah. Very good. Now, you moved here. You're a citizen for 7 years. Did you open a gallery, or is it a pop-up type gallery, or you just have showings at other galleries?
No, yeah. When we arrived, we went to some galleries in all the states. We were in about 25 galleries, but now we are exclusive on the ship, so it's much easier and simple to manage, and to enjoy the life, the travel, and we see the collectors, so that is we can share, see where the art is going.
You like the cruises?
Of course, yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Of course.
You get to paint, you get to meet people, and you get to see the.
I work on the ship.
Yeah.
When.
So I'm curious. I have a lot of entertainers that do the cruise lines, and they say generally it's good. Said, but sometimes some cruises they can't be out in public because maybe somebody saw them perform and just won't leave them alone if they're trying to sit by the pool or anything else. When you go on a cruise and you're working, do you get time for just the two of you, or do people constantly come up to you and say, "Hey, I saw you"?
Generally, we are always together, and we have colors, hair colors the same. We have the same color.
Yeah.
So now it's not too much, but so all the time people are coming and who are you? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I am coming and I do an event. I will do a live painting tonight. Who plays the music? So it's fun. We have a good relation. Yeah.
That's good, and I like the fact that you paint basically for charity. Like you're doing to raise money for the symphony.
Yes. That is very interesting because you do something for to help people who need it.
Yeah, I've been involved, a media sponsor for a street painting festival, and I'm trying to talk them into using instead of, and it's pastels on the street, instead of putting it on the street, to lay down some sort of
canvas or
some sort of canvas,
to keep
so that
painting,
when it's done, they can auction off instead of the street cleaner coming by and erasing everything, but just taking a photo.
Yes, much better.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. No. Anyway, do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website, www.duaiv.net. And here you have all my life, videos of music, of cars, and also all the events in agenda. You have
so your schedule is on there. Some of your work is on there. The videos are on there, and a little bit about you.
Yes.
All right. But that's great. Well, you know what? This was a pleasure. I'm glad you were able to make it in.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you have something warm enough, for today's weather.
Yes.
Leftover. Well, USA. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Leftover from France. All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Do you go back just to visit?
No. I don't like to go back.
No, huh?
I just went to Monaco last year because we were invited by Ferrari. To be in the pit with Formula One. And we went to Monaco, but if not France, no.
I don't know. All right, interesting. Again, Duaiv, everybody, and again, the website is
Duaiv.net.
.net. The work, I mean, you've got such a range. There are some artists out there that may just do portraits or just do still life. The diversity that you have, and the fact that you like this thing on February 19th, you're going to let the music give you the inspiration for your artwork.
Yeah, it's a special event.
Yeah,
I did these things, but it was different in Cannes for the film festival. The orchestra was playing, and I did a all the backstage painting in live during the concert. It was different, but it was a huge.
So you ever get when you're in Cannes? You ever get any of the nominees, the actors, and music moguls to come up and say, "All right, that one's mine"?
Yes, so I did the bus with Portrait of Stars.
Yeah.
So some say, "Oh, it's here I am."
Yeah. Okay.
It was fun, and they travel in the bus, the stars. So it was fun.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Again, everybody, Duaiv. You can hear him play the cello. You can see his artwork, and you can see him right here in Peter's living room. So again, and I thank you for coming in.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
And yes, your hair is coordinated. Yeah, it is definitely going. That's okay. You know what? I always said, if my hair goes gray, it goes gray. As long as I have hair to go gray. And I kind of in between. I'm missing a little. I got a little. Yeah, Anyway, you're listening to Peter's Living Room here on the World Entertainment and Information Network. And we got a lot of morning and afternoon to go as we broadcast from the Transmedia Building, beautiful downtown Boca Raton. So we're going to take a quick break, throw out a little tidbits of information for you, and we'll be back with my next guest momentarily. Don't go away, everybody. Again, Duaiv, thank you.
Thank you to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.